friends, and welcome to the Architecture Enthusiast and to the Canadian Museum for Human Rights. Designed by architect Antoine Predock and completed in 2014, is an expensive revelation of architecture's impacts on boosting human rights around the world. The architect said this is his favorite and most important building so far. You can easily tell why. It's like a cathedral, a holy precinct embodying Canada's determination to teach and explore the subject of human rights for Canada and the world. The architect's vision for this museum was to take the users and visitors through a journey that begins and follows the biological process and systems of a plant. You get into the museum through the roots, which take you into a descending expedition into the earth. You descend first, in order to ascend. Through the root system you find your way into the Great Hall, which has a combination of choreographed light and dark spaces. Then you go into a series of vast spaces and ramps, which all peak at the Tower of Hope. In the Canadian Museum, it's a spire that juts out upwards from the building. It provides impressive views of the capital of Manitoba, Winnipeg. The 24,155 square meter structure features 4,366 square meters of galleries. It's finished in the local Tyndall limestone in conjunction with some 5,000 uniquely shaped glass panels which play a big role in the wing-like form. An atrium winter garden spanning 650 square meters and the 100-meter-tall crystalline tower complete this building. The three large berms that have been planted with prairie sweetgrass, and the one which has been stepped into the amphitheater at the entrance, are the icing on the cake. The functions of the curving glass curtain wall specially developed for this building is to help deflect wind patterns and lighten the lateral load on the structural members. The intrusion of moisture is prevented by an outer layer of single-pane glazing which is also fritted in some areas to mitigate glare. Operable windows allow for ventilation. At various parts of the facade, intake dampers are located where planes of glass structure overlap to allow for hot air to be exhausted from the cavity between the glazing layers and for cool air to flow into the building to regulate temperature and insulate the structure. Complex geometry and human rights symbolism grace every component, weaving light through darkness. When you get into the building, you get the feeling that you are just about to experience something beautiful yet rough and machine-looking. The ramps clad in rough finishes together with the endless steel membranes that hold everything together makes the transitions from space to space a little unexpected. From the main lobby with its darkness at the entrance and transitional lighting at the ascent, to the galleries that are full of activity, and towards the tower, it's a very busy interior, and yet a towering landmark that the city of Winnipeg can brag about. Photography, Aaron Cohen/CMHRMCDP. Author, Ian Mutuali, founder and managing editor of Archuda.